Hey, welcome back to Red Blue Labs. I've got a really cool video to show you today. I actually have been working on discovering vulnerabilities and exploits on a router that I bought at a secondhand store. The particular one that I bought was a very old one, a DIR 615. It's a D-Link router, and I've found about 3 vulnerabilities now with an exploit, and I've got another one that we're going to be showing today. Now this is a really cool one, and it's called a Cross Site Request Forgery. Now, if you're unsure of what that means, if you're going to go to Google and you're going to do some searches up and look at the images of what is a Cross Site Request Forgery, it can be a little confusing, and some of the images are a little bit confusing. But I'm gonna tell you what it is verbally, and I'll tell you sort of like a story so that you can kind of understand what I'm showing you. Effectively, what it means is that when myself and I log into a web service, in this case I'm logging into a router, and I've authenticated to that service. Okay, so when you put your credentials in, you're authenticating. You're saying I am the administrator on this account. Okay, while that is open, while you are in that session, you've created a session, and you were to open up a link that's been either sent to you via email or some other way you have obtained a link to a website. It's actually a malicious link, and when you click on it, because your session is currently open on that service, the commands that are in that new link are actually sent to the service that you're connected to. So in this case, I've got a router. I will authenticate to it, and then I'm going to open up a malicious website that I made. And the goal here is that I'm actually going to wipe out the admin password. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to log in as the admin, and I'm going to put in my password. And in this case, it is Red Blue Labs, R-E-D. And we're going to connect. We are now authenticated on this router. Let's go ahead and open up the malicious website. And here we are. I'm going to click on this link. So while I'm connected into the session here, I'm going to open up this website. Okay, so we are connected. We ran the link. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually back out of this, and I'm going to connect to this service without my password. So I'm going to leave it blank. And there you go. So before, we needed that Red Blue Labs in order to connect into this or authenticate into this service. After the Cross Site Request Forgery, I effectively wiped out that password, which is really cool. Let's take a look at the code. It's quite simple. The code is unique to this router. So if you're going to be looking at exploring cross-site request forgeries for other services, it does have to be your code does need to be unique to whatever it is that you're targeting. So let's go ahead and open up the code here, and let's take a peek at what's happening. So it's a basic website, HTML body. We have our form, and the action that's happening is that we're going to the apply.cgi and we're going to post it. Okay, so we're actually sending something to this destination. Now over here I have a bunch of commented out some stuff, but that's basically just saying that there were some other things that I could actually do to manipulate this thing. So all I did was wipe out the password. Okay, and over here we can do the value of Andrew. So let's even go in here and see that. There you go. In addition to it being gone, we also have changed our password to Andrew, which is great. Okay, so I changed it to my name, and we were using the admin password. This is a very straightforward cross-site request forgery demonstration. We can see it all over the place, and part of the reason this particular router is vulnerable is because we don't have this one's a terrible router in that it doesn't have that SSL additional security that's involved here. So the session is open, boom, click on the wrong link, and we are changing settings on that machine. Alright, hey, if you're enjoying my videos, please go ahead and like and subscribe. That would be great, and we'll see you soon.